Hello and welcome back to States That Are Two States, the show where we expose U.S. states that are secretly two states in a trench coat. This episode, the Keystone State, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is the only landlocked state on the east coast of the United States and is one of America's most important places. But did you know that it's split almost right down the middle into two completely distinct regions? To the east, you have the old colonial heartland, centered around America's sixth largest city, Philadelphia. And out west, you have an industrial manufacturing hub centered around the 28th largest city, Pittsburgh. And while western and eastern Pennsylvania are both technically part of the same state, they're super different in a way that really tells the story of the development of the United States. And this divide isn't just cultural, it's geographic. It's in Pennsylvania that the Appalachian Mountains reach their widest point, separating west from east with hundreds of miles of steep, densely forested terrain, posing a huge impediment to east-west travel across the state. And these mountains split Pennsylvania's watersheds into three major basins, each of which has had a profound impact on the culture and economy of the state. In the east, you're in the watershed of the North Atlantic, with the Delaware and Susquehanna rivers providing ocean access for the cities of Philadelphia, Allentown, Scranton, and the state capital, Harrisburg. Philadelphia is on what's called the Atlantic Coastal Plain, a flat stretch of land running from Boston to Florida, giving the city extremely easy access both over land and water to the rest of the East Coast, and especially the rest of the Northeast megalopolis, the most densely populated part of the United States, home to almost 1 in 5 Americans. Philly is located just up the Delaware River from the Atlantic Ocean, long making it one of the country's most important international shipping ports and one of its most historic cities. Giving it a diverse and cosmopolitan culture, Philadelphia is home to almost 40% of Pennsylvania's population, over half of its economic activity, and usually votes about 2/3 for Democrats. Cross the Appalachians to the west, though, and the rivers no longer take the short route east to the Atlantic, instead traveling thousands of miles through the Ohio and Mississippi rivers, or in the small northwest corner of the state directly into Lake Erie. This means that western Pennsylvania is much more closely tied geographically and economically to the Midwest and Appalachia than it is to the East Coast. Pittsburgh is one of America's most important industrial centers during the 20th century, and nowadays both it and the city of Erie are major inland ports. This region is still recovering from the collapse of the steel industry, and while Philadelphia has gained almost 250,000 people since 2010, Pittsburgh has actually lost population. Like the rest of the Rust Belt, Western PA has drifted right in recent elections and has turned Pennsylvania into a true swing state. Pennsylvania's internal division is so interesting because to the east you have an old colonial city that peaked in influence during the 1700s, and to the west a Rust Belt metropolis that peaked after the Industrial Revolution of the late 1800s. Both regions have had to adapt significantly since their glory days and have both since been overshadowed by other metroplexes in their broader regions, nonetheless still bearing the evidence of their early histories. Pennsylvanians, let me know what I forgot or got wrong in the comments down below, and everybody else let me know where you think we should go next. Thank you so much for watching. Follow for more.